and welcome back to the video. In this video, I'm going to share with you some sales I had from the 30th of January 2022 to the 11th of February 2022. These are from items I've had for, could sell some of these items in like a day. It could take 2-3 years to sell some of these items. So you just don't know, I mean, you hope you sell them within a good reasonable time. You hope you do, but some of them, even though they have soul comps on, you just don't sell them right away. You just don't sell them within like the 90 days, whatever. But I have a good mix here from some new items and some old items here. This was from a book, the most recent booklet I picked up at my collections. I picked these up for a couple of good books, and then some of the rest of the books I just decided to list for feedback builders. And this one sold for $3.39 pre-shipping. If I get feedback left on it, that would be positive. If not, oh well, I guess. This $3.39 pre-shipping. I lost a little bit of money, but it is what it is on it. I had a 10% off 2 more items. So for all of my items, slow moving inventory and just inventory in general that I just want to either move or like low value inventory like this to create like bulk purchases, and it's just not working out. I just don't know why. But anyways, this was for yeah. And I didn't have any sales on Mercari if I want to get lovely. I didn't have any Mercari sales. Just had eBay sales. And the reason is because I least 50 items on Mercari a month. And I use Resale Kit. And Resale Kit is a free cross-lister. You cross-list either Mercari or Poshmark. And Poshmark is mainly just for clothing. And I don't really sell clothing. But Mercari, you can sell anything on. It's kind of like an eBay. And then promoting it more on like commercials. So I feel like, well, there's not a lot of sellers on Mercari. So I feel like I can, sell my stuff. And I price my stuff the same as I do on eBay. But I charge shipping and everything on Mercari. Just because on some stuff I would use on Priority Mail on eBay. It would be cheaper than using, and then some stuff like books, I can use Media Mail on eBay and ship them for like $4. But on Mercari, I have to use Smart Post or either UPS Ground, which is like 10 to like $12 on eBay, or first class if it's a pound runner, which would be like $6. So yeah, it's definitely a lot more expensive. So on some stuff, that's why I charge for shipping. Stuff that I can use do Media Mail on. I'm not paying like $20 to ship out my own pocket. There's definitely no way, But here's another listing. This is fastest street car short 1983, we just 1984. Flowmaster Memphis Motorsports Rare. This is sold for $2.99 plus shipping. And I remember someone gave this to me a while ago, like the end of March last year. That's when I listed it. And I ended up finally selling for $2.99 plus shipping. It took 10 months to sell, but I was just glad to see this go. This was on 35%, and this could either sell in like a day, or it could take 3 years to sell. You just don't know because this is a VHS, and I mean, someone might buy this if they're like a person who likes car, like street racing, like it's like a drag racing type thing. If people like street racing or drag racing or like just like car stuff in general, like older car stuff in general, they might like this. But or if they're like a VHS collector, but I don't know. I feel like I picked this up. The person picked this up at the thrift store for 33 cents. It was $34, so they just gave it to me to sell because they know I sell online. And I ended up selling, so I was glad on that. Made about a good quick $10. Not quick $10, but about $9-10 on that eventually, so I was happy on that. These I picked this up from an estate auction, online estate auction, with a bunch of VHS tapes for cheap, and a bunch of blank VHS tapes, and there's a few like CDs, DVDs in there. I allotted a bunch of like ones that were similar, and then there's like one that was kind of, and then there's a couple of CDs I had in there, and then there's a couple of like DVDs in there listed individually, and a bunch of like a few lots of tapes I listed, like they're like all the same series or something that I listed individually. There's a bunch that were just random tapes that were just like common tapes, or tapes that weren't really worth nothing, or weren't really even the best sellers. I said I bought them up in bulk on these. So I sold this 11 new sealed Great American Railroad Scenic Railroads. These were all brand new sealed, like I said, and these sold for $10.99 plus shipping on top. And I made about $7-8 on these, so not too shabby on these. Not too shabby. And I was already in a profit on that because I sold a bunch of blank VHS tapes, lots on Recurry, that put me in the profit. I also on some other stuff from that lot, like a CD, ebook and CD for like $20 plus shipping, and a regular CD for like $18 free ship. That put me in the profit. So yeah. And the last is a lot of 13 Kids Disney VHS tapes, includes Masterpiece Collection. These sold for $9.74 plus shipping. I was kind of surprised in these that these took a while to sell. But these usually the ones that I've been selling. I've been having like Black Diamond and Masterpiece Collection in the same one, and they're charging like $1 a piece plus shipping. And there's one that has a missing no clamshell, so that maybe did not want to sell. But I was just glad I saw these. These sold for $9.74 plus shipping. Like I said, made like $6. I think I made like $6-7 on these. Not a whole lot, but I'm just happy to see these go. And I got my money. I don't even remember how much I paid for these. I think it was $3-4 at my local thrift shop. And I paid like $4.33 for this, so I don't even remember if I add that up in the profits, but I made a couple bucks on them. This is a Briggs & Stratton 7961, and these took a long time. These took like 6, 7, 8 months to sell. I think these took like 6 months, 7 months to sell, because these are on 25% plus sale. And these railroad tapes took about a couple, like 2-3 weeks to sell. This Briggs & Stratton break took like, I want to say like 3 months, 3-4 months to sell. Like, it was like getting close to 4 months, I believe. That sold for $3 free shipping. And I'm just glad to see school, even though I lost minutes. I'm just glad to see this part go. And it's out of here. And bye-bye. And I was going to offer more and say it's free shipping, but it's not free shipping them. They have to, when it's free shipping, and you sell the Global Shipping Center, yeah, they don't have to pay the shipping from where you live to Kentucky. You pay for that shipping, but then the buyer has to pay from the shipping from Kentucky to the international destination. And sometimes if you charge for shipping to the Global Shipping Center, you have to pay for the shipping to the Global Shipping Center in Kentucky, and they have to pay for from Kentucky to international destination. They pay double shipping. That's the dent. So, and I was just $3-4. So yeah, and yeah, this is the memory book by Lorraine, Harry, Lorraine, and Jerry Lucas. This sold for $3.99 free shipping. Didn't really make nothing on this, but just from another booklet I had. And there's a bunch of low value books shouldn't move out. There's some books that are like 7, 8, $9 plus shipping, or there's some that are like 6, 7, 8, $9 free shipping, or some that I can make a few bucks on, and then there's some that are like I can't make really much on, but I'll sell them anyways. So just to get my money back, or just to get rid of them, because so yeah. And then I sold IMAX Grand Canyon Adventure River at Risk. This was part of the DVD I picked up from online estate stuff from Elkhart Shells. This sold for $4.99 free shipping. Made a little bit on this, not a whole ton, but did make a little bit on this, and it's easy to ship easily, so it has a feedback builder listing, or a listing that can boost my sales volume, so that helps. Same with this forever favorite crochet by Bear Homes Gardens. This sold for $3.59 free ship. Didn't make nothing on this, but just gotta see it go. That's part of the club from Elkhart Shells, like I said before. This beer stein I've had for a while. I didn't pick this up. I picked some beer steins at my local auction house. This is not one from my local auction house. My local auction house. This is from an auction house that's pretty close to me, but not my super local one. It's one that's like 30 miles away. There's a whole bunch of old style steins, and there's like a cooler, like a cooler stein or something like that. These have been pretty slow to sell. I picked these up in November. I listed these in the beginning of November. And these have been sing. And this one, I believe, was on 15% sale. It sold for $5 plus shipping. I had this for like $79, and I ended up putting on 15%. So I think it was like $6.79 plus shipping. Buyer offered me $5, and we're just glad to see it go. And what I do with these is I wrap these up in bubble wrap, and I put paper on it, and I put in a box this for cheaper shipping, and it sold. So finally, I was just glad to see these go. Some of the stuff, if they sent me any offer on this stuff, I would just take it, obviously, because I just want to see it go. And this is one item I just want to see go. These I've had for about a month. This is a lot of 25 random VHS tapes, various genres, bulk but no VCR tapes. These sold for $14.99 plus shipping. This is just a random assortment of tapes. Different various genres. And they can see the conditions of them, of the tapes. And I showed them the box conditions and other conditions in there. And since this person must be a VHS collector. They're just like watching VHS tapes or some of that, and doesn't care what genres they get, what ones they get, so. And the other ones I have on 10% so I might sell for like $25. Even at 50 cents a piece, I'd be happy. I'd be pretty happy because I'm already well in the profit on that lot. Especially those blank tapes. I got those tapes for $3. $3 plus buyer's fee and premium. And then the other lot I was in for like really cheap, and I got like a ton. So blank tapes, like 20 tapes, like $1 tape for them, and like $18 plus ship. And I was doing bundles of, because a lot of people offered me 18. So I figured, well, if all people offer me 18, I'll definitely take 18, because it'd be a little too high on the price. So yeah. And then this is a Hard Rock Cafe Honolulu Hurricane. That's 10 inches tall. I picked this up at my local thrift store when I was doing some thrift runs. When they were moving to the new place, the new location. I picked this up for, like, I want to say it's 50%, but I can't remember how much it was. It was either like 50 cents, $1. I can't remember. But this ended up selling for $5.94 plus shipping. Not making like $5-6 on this. not a whole ton, but did end up making something, and that something's better than nothing. Honestly, I'd rather make like $5 than nothing, on this. So, the ironic thing is, it's like when Hawaii is going to southern Minnesota, so it's a Hard Rock Cafe collectors all around the world, these stuff. And then, yeah. And then this is Mark Twain is Jumping Frog and Other Stories. This is the Reader's Digest version. This sold for $3.99, free shipping. Buyer left me positive feedback. So that was a win on this one. They didn't make nothing. Got a win on that feedback building, so yeah. And this is Reader's Digest version. Like, Reader's Digest makes a bunch of versions of these old books. And they make a bunch of old books. And, like, just make newer printings of them. And they'll sell. If you had, like, an older version, obviously it'd be worth more, but these newer printings, I had one To Kill a Mockingbird that sold for $5.49 plus shipping. And if I had, like, an older version, it would have been worth, like, that's from, like, the 90s, and that would have been worth, like, 10, 15, 20 bucks easily, plus shipping probably, so that just tells you right there, so. And then this is a lot of Thanksgiving holiday candles, Pilgrims and Turkeys read. These I've had for a couple months. Picked these up from when I did all that dishware. I'm not quite sure. Picked these up at the same time. I think I had picked up a bunch of dishware, some candles that I thought were candle holders, but they weren't. And then I picked up what else was it? Some Yes games. And these sold for $9.99 plus shipping. I just sent an offer out to someone, and they accepted. So I was just happy to see these go. And these were read, because I didn't know if these were used or what conditions were. But buyer was happy, so that's what mattered to me. And I had to make a little Frankenbox. With the TV antenna I ordered. I had to make a little Frankenbox with that. Put that little box on top. Cut that part, use some of the box on top. And as like the flap areas. Cut the flaps off the sides. To retrofit this so it was a little height taller. That worked. And arrived just fine, so that was nice. And then the shipping was pretty cheap because it was going to Michigan. And then they probably didn't want to buy it because the shipping weighed like 2 pounds. And plus it's after Thanksgiving, so. But there's still people that buy like Thanksgiving, Easter, Halloween stuff like after, or certain holidays after the holidays over, so. And then this was a Briggs & Stratton, but it was 697610. This sold for $14.99 free shipping. Buyer said, "Thanks, can you please ship this out to me at your Thanksgiving stay safe?" And I did. I shipped it out next day. And this sold for $14.99, like I said. I had this listed for $19.99, but I had this for a couple months up on eBay. And I was just glad to see it go. I had this listed for probably like at least 3 months. So that's nice. These candles, I guess. Yeah, so. That's Jesse James collection. I had for like about a month on eBay. It was part from the state auction I went to like about a month ago with all the VHS tapes. The guy said. And I had this for $3.49 plus shipping. I could have got 10%. I wouldn't even have to put this in 10% probably, but for it to sell it, it did. But it probably is one of these things where maybe it did would have sold 10% because I saw the sale and I buy it from this person, so maybe it did work. And that sold for $3.14 plus shipping. And this is a DVD from 1930. This is a movie from 1939. That's colorized. You can see it's colorized. So it's a little Western movie. Black and white Western movie in color. Way back when. So I made a couple bucks on this. So it's pretty nice. This is a nice sale. This took about 2 This took like probably 2.5, 3 months. To be honest with you. This sold for $38.99 free shipping. This is a Briggs & Stratton crankshaft 691-456 with 10 meters 691-830. This sold for $38.99 free shipping. Buyer was $38.99 only for tax, and I made a roughly around a $25 profit after fees and shipping, because this went in regional rate A because this was free shipping. And with all these items weigh over 2 pounds, what I've been doing is I've been putting them in regional rate A's and shipping them out priority. But now with the increases in shipping, what's happening is that parcel select ground is actually getting cheaper than priority mail. I believe parcel select ground prices went down while priority mail prices went up. So I'm thinking, a lot of these items I might actually have to ship not priority anymore. But this was actually cheaper to ship priority than in the regional A than it was ship parcel. So, but yeah. But if they pay for priority shipping, I would ship priority. Otherwise, if it's an item that's free shipping, it's cheaper to ship parcel. I'm shipping that parcel. Unless it's going to like Hawaii, Alaska, or Puerto Rico. It's going priority if it's going to Alaska, Hawaii, or Puerto Rico, or like another U.S. territory. Otherwise, if it's within the 48 states, it's going parcel. And this is a lot. And this is a lot of 4 decorative brass fluoreless push-pin wall hanger hooks, patrol hanger hooks. These sold for $13.49 free shipping. Had these for a couple months, and made about like a $7 profit on these. So not a huge ton of profit, but but it is a nice little profit. And I did use like a lens on my search app. What I did is I took a picture using the you can do picture search, and that's what these ended up coming by. And I typed in like this like pin brat, and that's what these came up with. Like I think these came up with like a brass color, so like a brass colored, but they're not like actual brass, they're just like brass colored. And yeah, I made about $7. You put these in bubble wrap. I put these four in like a layer of bubble, like layers of bubble, not individually, just together in bubble wrap. I put them in a bubble manner, and they should be fine. But yeah, and this is how to develop a super memory by Henry. This sold for $3.99 free shipping. I have this for about 3 weeks. And yeah, I'm just glad to see this go. Again, not making profit, but just glad to see it go. And I sold this today. This is a workbench guide to troubleshooting by Robert Glenn. This sold for $8.49 free shipping. And I have 2 pound shipping on this, which I'm guessing it probably will be 2 pound shipping. So I'm going to be making about a $3 profit on this. Not a ton of profit, but it's going to be 2 pound shipping, and but it's $3. So better than nothing, I'm not losing. At least I'm not losing money on this. This is something someone was cleaning out their house, and they gave me a whole bunch of stuff they've been collecting for a while over the years, like like a few glasses, items, candle holders that have like defects, or like stuff that might have defects or something like that, or like salt and pepper shakers they've been collecting or stuff like that. And this took only a few days to sell. This sold in 5 days. This sold for $4.99 plus shipping. And there's one of these that sold on eBay, like these floral candle holders. And this did have some, I believe it said it had like wax or some wear on it or stuff like that. It was not in perfect shape. I don't know if this is Hobnail base. I copied the listing off another one that was like that. It looks similar, and they can see the pictures on it. So, I hope that person's happy with this. I hope so. I definitely hope so because I do. But if the buyer does want to return it, I'll take the return on it. But but I hope not. Yeah, the person I had, I checked their feedback and they're pretty happy with this. As long as like the item is they're a seller, but all the negatives are like don't buy or didn't ship, buy or cancel or something, buy or like sold or ship or something like that. So so as long as I ship pretty quickly within my handling time, my 2-day handling. I'm obviously gonna ship on Monday, but so it should be fine. And it grabs the condition and arrives like exactly how I just had described it and how it arrives unbroken from shipping. So it should be okay. Then I sold a Cupkit Hydro Fan Guard 105, 125. This sold for $4.99 plus the buyer paid shipping of $11.18. Regional rate A. I've had this for 8 months. I picked this up from a repair shop that was selling off a bunch of Cupkit engines on your inventory for $2 a piece. Like I said, and every listing is $2 a piece, not per item. So, for example, in the box slots, the whole box slot, the whole listing, the whole box slot was $2. The whole box slot was $2. And then if I have multiple quantity, like for some example, I have like for us in one listing, and I have 3 sets of them. Each set of, if I have quantity of 3, it was $2 per set of breastplate, so 2, 4, 6. It was $6 for that listing in the quantity of 3 because it's $2 per listing. But then if I have multiple quantity in listing, it is $2 per individual. Quantity 1 is $2. So I've had this for 8 months, for almost 8 months on eBay. This is back in June of last year, and you can tell by the pretty custom vitamin part number. I'm just doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the tag, and like putting it on like a little tag, putting it somewhere on like a little shelf, so I know where it is. And then I've been matching up to the pictures because if I have multiple of the same one, like for example, I have like a couple different like crankshafts, they look pretty similar. I can just say, hey, here's number, get me number. I can say, here's number 200, and it's number 200. Tag says 200. Oh, there you go. I got number 200. Oh, yep, it says 200. It comes with this little thing. Oh, there you go. Or, or I can tell, oh, it's big of this color. Or it looks the same, or stuff like that. Because stuff does look the same, you can't tell. I'm not gonna so I can just find that one that looks the same. Looks like that. And then based off like the numbers, so yeah. So I'm gonna make a couple bucks on this. Not a whole ton on this, but I don't put the parts in sale because I know the parts take forever to sell. Even the brand new parts or the used parts they sell. I know they take a while to sell. Some I might put on sale, but I don't put them on sale because I know they take a while to sell. So I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna put these on the 30% sale. Put this on 25% sale. Oh, I selling for like, because I know this the sale will not make it up selling faster. Some stuff's like the brand new parts I've been selling. Yeah, sometimes it end up making it sell faster, but some of that stuff doesn't make it sell any faster, and it'll sell for the same price in like 4 months or a month or like 2 days. So yeah. But then I always have best offer if they want to haggle with me and some of the stuff, and I will take low offers and stuff, like parts I've had for a while, and I don't put them on sale. So yeah, a few bucks here, and then a few bucks for this part. The rest of less have now. So I'm just glad to see that go. And I make about $3-4 in this. I think this make about $3-4. Call it good. So yeah. Pretty busy day on eBay lately, so I have 631 feedbacks on eBay, so I've been getting a bunch of positive feedbacks lately, so that's always a good sign, so thanks.